Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday live stream where, yes, yet again, we are covering the new features, the brand new stuff coming to the game. Not only now, but soon as well. So lots of things to go through today. Lots of new things to show you, which I'm super pleased about. So, some news this week, what's been happening. So, bit of RL first. So, reason I'm a bit late starting the stream this week, guys, is because Mirage Jake has just sort of started playing for a second team, and so he started training on a Thursday, which has been a bit hard pushed to get back in time. It's been a bit of a scramble, so I think we're going to have to start the stream around this time, I think, from now on, just to make sure I can kind of hit that time frame rather than keep delaying it by 50 minutes there and thereabouts. So I think that we might start 9 o'clock, sort of posting the link to the video and then kicking it off at 9:15, just to give me that time to get back from football. So yes, so Jake, we're playing Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. So lots and lots and lots of football. And apologies if a bit of coffee in the stream. I've still got a bit of a cough I'm trying to get over. But yeah, we're still here, but a bit of coffee. But yeah, we're still here. So, obviously, big news this week is obviously Alliance HQ. I'll be taking a bit more of a look in that, actually in the game, and talking about some little tips that might help you get through it. We're looking at the new combiners. Did some shorts the other week, so I kind of do shorts first, just to give you guys a bit of a sneak peek, sort of, the first look at just the combiners. And then hopefully today we're going to take a look at both the Autobot and Decepticon combiners as well. Ross, we're talking about the 5-star batch. Now, nothing has been confirmed yet, not even to the content creators. Regardless of what you've heard in the newsletter. First I heard was in the newsletter. I was like, oh, right, okay. But I'm going to give you what I think will be coming in this batch. My predictions. Not my wish list, but my predictions. And we'll see how right I am. And then we're going to be looking at this new green Krem. So I mentioned this quite a few weeks ago, and it sort of got put on hold. Not because there's anything wrong with it, anything like that. I think it just got busy and obviously took a week off and things like this. And yeah, Dale sort of came back in the chat and said, right, can we just take another look at this, guys? We're hoping to push it out soon. So we're talking a bit about that as well. But before we get into all this, let's have a look at who is in the chat. And I've just realised that my camera is the other way around. So there we go, like magic. So I've just updated my OBS. I was dreading updating it because every time I've updated it, something has happened, something has gone missing. But it seems to have gone all right, I think. Up to now, I don't know. Grind time says it's a bit messed up, but everyone else saying it's fine. But grind time says blurry and choppy. I think you need to pay for your internet, buddy. Put some more money in the meter. But yeah, let's have a look who we've got in the chat. So we have got Stay Puffed, who was first. I don't know why it's Stay Puffed definitely first. And then Jason Rowley. I think that's my comment over Hongiz, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, Stay Puffed first. Thanks for joining, bud. Jason Rowley, Ronald Van Holland, Matt Poley, Capsilla. I'm sorry, honestly, I presume Russian, but yeah, good to see you anyway. And then we've got some of our members. We've got Chris Harmon, we've got Penny Lancaster. Thanks for coming in, guys. We've got E-Rods, we've got Carnage Mac, alright. We've got Lord Avix as well, William Wilkinson, The Null, Ricky Lau. We've got Rafcore 67, how's it going? We've got Autobot Phil. You're in time, buddy, don't worry. We've got, who else have we got? Dojak, good to see you, buddy. Another of my members, good to see you. Shani523, how's it going, bud? Mercenary Terror as well. Obviously, my good friend GT. We've got Luke. We've got Tickle My Toes. Nice name. And we've got Spencer394 and Grimlador. So obviously, a big shout out to my members. And I think end of next month is the next member giveaway for the Platinum members. So obviously, if you're a basic member, you get access to all my videos. So created a couple of videos with text. I've got one more to post, so everyone sort of gets to see part one. So the idea is that I've posted part one now to public view, and part two is available for members. But the second video about leveling bots, that's posted, available for members. I'm pretty sure. Or is it? Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it's available for members now. And then I've also got a combat video of rating all the combats. Yeah. Or top 15 it is. That's just got to get produced, and that'll be posted to my members as well. So literally, I'll be posting all of them. My members can go and watch that right now. But for everyone else, part one of the war series will be posted now in a week or two. Part two of the war, and then another week. So you're talking a good 6 to 8 weeks before you'll see all these videos from me and Tex. We've got to see them all right now, pretty much. Then consider being a member, guys. If you are a member, then consider being a platinum member, and you'll be in for the draw for the $40 gift card for Google Play or iOS, which is next month. So yeah. But yes, thank you. Like I said, thank not just members, but obviously thanks for subscribing. I had a huge influx of subscribers recently. My subscribers are going through the roof. I think prior to this year, I was getting about 100 subscribers a month, but literally in the last month, I got about 280 subs. So you can go into analytics and look at everything. And it says unique viewers. So my unique viewers, because of my shorts, is going sky high. So a lot new people looking at the channel. So yeah. Going bigger and better. It's good to see the channel, you know, making leaps and bounds going forwards, and hopefully trying to reach 7k subs by Christmas. I don't think that's unrealistic. If we keep going the way we're going and the amount of subs we're getting, then I think it's realistic to get 7k subs by Christmas. That'd be really, really good. That'll exceed my expectations by like 1,000 subs. I thought, yeah, I'll get 6,000. So if I can get 7,000, that'd be absolutely epic. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys. Go and share it in your alliances. Let's try and hit that 7,000 subscriber count by Christmas. Be super pumped if we can do that. So let's have a look at the newsletter. So, Barweep Nana Neat Ninny Bong, enter the DJD. So it's week 2 of the saga. It's a bit outdated, the picture, but hey, we'll forgive him for that. But it's Lion Totalizer, and it is 500k. So they have posted the schedule for this next 8 weeks. There's a lot of 500k sort of short events. I was kind of glad in a way. Especially being the summer holidays, everyone's sort of off with the kids, things like that, going away on holiday and stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad there's no massive events, apart from obviously the endurance event. But big one this weekend, up to 60 Bag the Boss or Tri-Predicus Combiner crystals. And so with 60 crystals, you're probably expecting 1 or 2 4-stars. Now with there only being 3 bots to make Magnibus, this is an amazing chance for people to get Magnibus or Tri-Predicus in a 4-star version of the Combiner. And literally, honestly, I think the best Combiner in the game for wars right now, even for leveling as well. So very good chance to get the top bot in the game. I'm surprised Space have done this, but very, very good. 200,000 Combiner Spark, which will come in handy for your new Combiner. 200,000 Spark as well, and some 4-star shards, 3-star shards, and some Prem shards as well. And the rewards are obviously scattered throughout. So 10, 10, 10 for the crystals, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So yeah, very, very good event. I like it. 500k, nice and easy. Those that want to push can probably push, and those that want to take it off can do. So I like it, not bad. So talking about Alliance projects, so I've done a couple of videos on this. So I sort of gave a sneak peek a couple months ago, I think it was now, something like that. And then last week for my members, I posted it a bit more updated. where I looked a bit more in depth, but the values are not quite finished. I think that got posted to everyone else yesterday, I think. And now, obviously, the amounts are done and dusted. So, yeah, very, very cool. There's Decepticon base, there's the Autobot base, and we'll be looking at that shortly. And then we've got, obviously, the Acid Kremzeek, which we'll be taking a look at as well. And it said something is coming. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, if you didn't know these combiners were coming, then you've lived under a rock. So, people still ask, you know, like, oh, what bots are in it? So, literally, it is Impactor, Roadbuster, Twin Twist, Topspin, and Whirl. And if you look at that, Roadbuster, Twin Twist, and Topspin have been pretty much the last 3 out of 4, I think it is. Well, before the last 2. I think it was the last 3 before that. The last 3 endurance bots have all been bots for Ruination. So it's pretty obvious once we had Topspin and Twin Twist and we had Whirl in the game already, it's pretty obvious that that would be the case. And then we've got that guy, Half Shell, Sea Phantom, Skylar, whichever one you want, and Terramander, Makeup God Neptune. So we'll be taking a look at them, like I said, later on. And then the 5-star winner was Rotor Storm and Spinister. So again, we'll be having a bit of a talk about that later as well. Obviously, go and check out all your content creators, guys. Links are in the newsletter. And that is the Saga schedule. So we've got a 10k event last week, a 500k event this week, 500k event next week. Then we've got an individual 50k event for 5-star combat shards. So yeah, Sword of Balance for the Sensius twins. So yeah, looking forward to that. Then we've got another Alliance Totalizer of 500k, an individual for 20k, nice and easy, an Alliance of 500k, and then the Endurance at the end. And I like that. There's a 50k event for those that want to. It's individual, so that's fine. And then the Endurance at the end. So there's not too much stopping and changing around. You can walk throughout. I like that schedule. That's one of the That's been one of the best schedules I've seen in a while. You know, we sort of saw this Endurance 10k, then like a 1 mil, 2 mil event even, like not even 1 mil, more than that, like 2 mil event, or 1.5, and everyone's like, what are you doing? So I wouldn't mind a 1 mil event in there somewhere. If I had to say a 1 mil event, it'd probably be, I don't know, week 6 maybe? Week 6. Instead of the 500k, I switch that around, so I do 1 mil and then 20k and then the Endurance maybe. If we're going to do these small events afterwards, I don't mind that. But yeah, ultimately, I think 500k is fine. It's 12k, it's very easily. I think 1 mil is not disastrous. I think most people do 10k in a 1 mil event, and you'll get some people really, really pushing. A lot of people do 20k, and a lot will do like 30, 40k, and it gives people the option to level if they want to. So yeah, I like that schedule though. It's all right. It's all right. Then some cool drawings as well. And bug fixes and improvements. So this caused a massive stir. I woke up to a lot of messages saying, hey, Wozza, have you seen what's happened to Brainstorm? Now, apparently they've done a fix to Brainstorm and Guy-Hawk. I didn't notice anything wrong with him, honest with you, in the game. But people were complaining, and you trust them to say that that's the case. But since then, I've heard a lot of stories about Brainstorm not working, but Guy-Hawk is working. I'm not too sure why. But they've put that they made some changes to how the ability is coded, which will add more reliability to the ability when a building is destroyed. So we'll have to wait and see. For Ariel and Skylar, we've fixed the power core. They didn't appear in the power core lab. So that's been fixed. iPads, there was a sizing issue on the screen. So that has been fixed now, so the everything scales properly. Star Saber Dephosaurus fixed the power core, wasn't appearing in the power core lab either. And Skids and Knockout, some old descriptions. So they haven't changed Skids and Knockout again. It's just the descriptions to state where it's 10 seconds. So yeah. And that is everything. And so the next Space Ape stream is on the 3rd of August next week. So stay tuned for that. So let's have a look what everyone's saying in the chat. That's my gift card. Spencer, I'm interested in new combiners. We'll be taking a look at them today. Don't you worry. Yeah, cheers, Kanish. Like, all right, I do. I work hard on trying to think of ideas for content. That's one of the hardest things. Is always thinking of new, relevant content. And yeah, well, it's good that there's a lot of new features coming out in the game. That helps a lot. Very easy then to make these decisions on what to cover. And then in between that, you sort of thinking, what do people want to see? So if there's a certain video, I know a lot of people have said they want to see more combat videos, and a few newer players said they want to see some newer player content, some tips, things like that. So going to do a bit of a series for newer players. I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to be doing some more stuff on combats, I think, because people have asked for that. So that will be coming. So yeah. And like my Polish just said, and don't forget to like that smash button. Don't forget to like that smash button. Okay. Was I want your guesses for 5-star batch? I have 25k shards saved up. Me too. Tickle my toes, but I'm really pumped for the crystals. I already have 1 4-star needed. You have 1 4-star or 1 you need? Hope you get it. I really do. Yeah, Spencer, I only need 1. It's always 1. It's always 1 that everyone needs. It always is. But the H will tell you it's not programmed that way. But hey, I have a theory otherwise. Freezes Mox. Freezes Mox. Who's Freezes Max? Good to see you, buddy. Stay put. I remember our conversation a while back was about boss. Glad to see you've come around. Yeah, but only because that healing cluster. Without that healing cluster, I don't think that it would be that good. I still think Omega would be, but because of that healing cluster, because you need range, then yeah. Because Wozza's Kremzeek. I can't take credit for it. I can't. I just said to Dale that it'd be a good idea to have something, a boost with acid. I can't really take credit for it as such because it was Dale's idea per se. But yeah, that was me. I was under a rock. Yeah, Grand Time just messaged me going like, "Did you know these combiners are coming?" I was like, "Yeah, did you not?" That's what you get, Grand Time, for being in a different alliance than me, you see. Chris Harmon, I want a 1 million 5-star event. Yeah, I don't mind the 1 million event when it's for 5-star shards. I don't mind. Not combats though. I'm pretty done with combats now. But yeah. Yeah, Spencer, I agree. Good roadmap is always good. Ravcore, something that I also suggested was a way to level up your boosts. Yeah, they did say they might buff the boosts in a stream years ago. Not years ago, sorry. Months ago. Quite a few months ago. So I'll chase it up actually. I'll ask them if they are buffing them boosts because they did say they would do, so yeah. Let's have a look. MIA Phillies, but I'm not in love with the Team HQ. It's not exciting at all. Well, when I covered it, I did sort of say that really, that it's not like a massive feature for decent, good players. It's more for newer players, I think, to try and help them out, but does it help them enough? But I've gone and done the video on it. Go and check that out. I'll probably give my opinion on it. So that's more important or more relevant rather than me going over it all again. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the game and have a look at Alliance HQ. So if you are a bot, then obviously you won't have seen this conversion. Try and keep my throat not as dry so I don't start coughing again. But yeah, it's nothing like ridiculous, guys. You just donate, you just level it up. It's just something else to do. And someone did say that it's from an earlier Space 8 game, and it was in the game when we first got the game in beta, and I think a lot of feedback was that it didn't really work that well, and they just brought it into the game to make it more relevant. But I think that a lot of these things, a lot of these sort of values would have been a lot better in the early stages of the game when you're a new player. But once you're at our level, like, you know, when you get like 5%, 10% off your research, something like that, it's not a lot. You know, it's like a day or something. So it's not going to make a huge difference. And the extra ally energy on, it's not going to make a huge difference either. You know, it's like 10%. It's not 15%. I think at max. Maybe it's not a lot, but it's something. I kind of get that someone said it's just something else for nothing, and it does cost you nothing to do this. Really, let's be honest. Unless you're Chris Harmon in the coin, it's you know, it's not it doesn't cost a penny. So it is free content, so to speak. But I'm sure it'll be monetized somewhere down the line, no doubt. But yeah, looking forward to just getting it leveled, doing something different in the game, and yeah, and we'll see what happens. They have said that they are going to expand it. Well, they said they can expand it. They didn't say they are going to expand it. They can, and I just hope that it's not a case of they bring out the Alliance HQ, and that is that. It's going to take us a good few months to max it all out, and I hope that right now they're working on extra features for it. They're not going to wait until we finish it and then they're going to do it, because you know what happens? They get put behind by something slows them down, and before you know it, it'll be a year and the Alliance HQ is maxed out with nothing really to do. So, yeah. But yeah, looking pretty cool. So, as you see there, nice little leaderboard there, which shows you what everyone has donated. So, very, very cool. Like I said, not as useful as I would hope, but it is cool. You know, I say a lot of Space Aid things. You can't deny it's not cool. I think it looks, you know, looks good. And, you know, it is something new to the game. And they are putting, you know, new features in, regardless whether we agree with it, whether we like it, whether we think it's the best thing they could have done. They are working on new features, so I will give them that. So, yeah, pretty decent. So obviously, with everything sort of coming to an end in terms of the Titan trajectory is maxed out. Titans are maxed out. Oh, well, not my fault, Max, actually, but you know, everything's pretty much maxed out. We're coming to the end of HQ 18 soon. I think we'll get an upgrade for the MDS, Spider Mines, a couple of other things, but there's nothing much left. So the question is, what's the next big thing after that? We don't think 5-star combiners are coming anytime soon. They have said that they've not even started designing them, anything like that, but it is something they are considering. So you're talking a long way down the line. We've got Alliance HQ now. So the next big thing is, what is the next big release? So Space Ape been talking about a war update for quite a while, and we've not had any news on that at all. So I don't even think that is the next big update. But there was some leaked images of the Decepticon space shuttle and the Ark in Transformers Earth Wars design. So I believe that they'll be the next Titans coming to the game. I imagine that will be the next big release this year. I imagine later end of the year. I think that'll be the next big thing. So looking forward to that. It's another Titan, but again, it's nothing I'm looking forward to. I don't really like Titan Assault, and I have said to Dale that, listen, for the next Titan, when it comes out, we need to make some changes. No one wants to do that Titan Assault. And I said to Dale, can we just not put all the resource, all the Titan Spark, things like that, into event battles, into Zen battles, into resource battles? So the more battles you do, the more spark you get. And just get a bit every single battle. And make it so you've got to do 10,000 battles. I don't really care. You know, but 10,000 battles over months. Obviously, you're not going to smash it out in one event, pretty much. But if we want to do that, then let them spend and do that. You know, let them max that Titan out. But I think that would be better, really. Just putting it in all of the game modes, rather than having Titan Assault. I think they need to do away with Titan Assault completely. It failed. Let's be honest. It was quite monotonous. It was boring. It didn't do anything for the game. You just sort of dropped it. You didn't have no control over it. It was pretty much dropping fast forward by the time you got your Titan in higher levels. It was frustrating sometimes that some people would get through and some others wouldn't. So, look forward to the new Titan, regardless. It's the new feature in the game. Again, good that they're putting new features into the game. And putting money into the game and designing things. But let's get rid of Titan Assault. Goodbye, Titan Assault. Get rid. Let's start afresh. I'm hoping. Because in the survey, we did say to Dale, this is not good. And Dale did say that, a lot of people are saying they dislike Titan Assault. So we'll see. But fingers crossed. Guys, man, I wish I'd hit Wozza based on a skank rating. Yeah, I'm pretty much full. Yes, Ravcore, the Ark, and the Decepticon shuttle will be Titans. Oh yeah. Oh, no, up front. Yeah, grind time. Yeah. Fair point. Yeah, exactly, Spencer. So I know Hasbro just released a toy of the Nemesis, so I imagine new Titan should be coming soon. Yeah, you got to remember, whatever toys that Hasbro are bringing out, they want Space Ape to sort of, mirror that in their game to try and encourage sales. So, yeah. Mike Berg as well, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, buddy. Let's put Titan Assault is horrible. After about a week, everyone hated it. Yeah. Pretty much. And you know what? As always, we said that in testing, and they went ahead anyway with it. Grimlador, where is Unicron? I imagine they've got to get Unicron in somehow, aren't they? They've got to get Unicron in somehow. I'm not sure how. I think totally different game mode would be required. But what would be pretty cool would be something like a boss battle that appears every so often. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? And you get, you get prizes if you beat whatever level Unicron, and different sizes, and just appear up randomly. I think that would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? And it's not just like only my alliance can hit it. It'd be like everyone in the community can hit it. I think that would be pretty cool. They used to do something like that in TF Legends, the Team VT events, Team V Team events. So what you would have to do is, it was one team against the other, but you didn't fight each other. You were just trying to beat as many bosses as possible. So you had levels of bosses. So you had level like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what happened was every time someone hit the boss, you got a multiplier. So if I hit it, and someone else hit it, and then I hit it again, and someone else hit it, then I would get like a 5 times multiplier, say. And obviously what you wanted was your top player then to smash it into pieces with his team. So I think that would be pretty cool to have something like that where a level 5 would need, a lot of people to sort of kill it, and you get some decent prizes, maybe. I think that would be pretty cool, bringing that in the game. Taking that from the TFL game. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's good that it's not an alliance thing, it's a everyone thing. So you could be in Cybertron chat going, hey, there's a Unicron or Primus even. Yeah, you could have a Con and a Autobot one here. Or just one. Let's have a Unicron, couldn't you really? But yeah, there's a Unicron level 3, couldn't help me hit it, and everyone logs in and smashed it out or something. I don't know. PvP was the worst in TF Legends. I didn't mind TF Legends at all. I didn't mind anything. PvP was alright. Maybe Unicron can be a new base in the game. You battle inside Unicron, and like raid base, you have to take out certain bases to destroy him. Maybe. My burger, let's not talk about egg ball in the chat. Because when people say football, I think you mean actual football, not egg ball. Proper football. Okay. What was I going to show first? Oh. First, I wanted to talk about something that happened that a lot of people were discouraged with. So, I woke up on Tuesday morning, I think it was, or Wednesday morning. Opened my eyes, grabbed my phone, thought I'll check the chat, and all was peaceful, very quiet. And then, without long, there was a lot of chatter about a nerf. I was like, what is going on? And it was basically down to a nerf to Skyrain and to Galvatronus. And this came from nowhere. Very surprised by it. And then the newsletter sort of came out and sort of said, yeah, we're reducing it down. And message Dale. I was like, why have we done this? Like, why has this happened? And it said basically that Yanis came up against the Titan in war and it was protecting the base completely. And he's like, well, why is this? Why is this happening? And yeah, they deemed it to be too powerful. So before, if you're not aware, if you didn't have the 4-star version, so looking at, I can't look at Skyrain because I put him on Combiner Duty, obviously. So tell you what, let's go into the test server and then we can have a look at, can't we? Grind time, you need to do dispatch missions. Nope. Professional Husky, yes, egg ball. Okay, here we go. Pen Lancaster's put, why do you have Skyrain on Combiner Duty instead of Computron? All be revealed another time. So, for those not aware, we'll discuss it. So, for those that weren't aware, so what Skyrain did was, so he has his Maelstrom ability where it covers a large area dealing damage, and then Skyrain is invulnerable to all damage for 10 seconds. But he also had a post-death ability that's not really listed anywhere, whereas he makes your bots invulnerable for 10 seconds after he dies on offense. Not bad. You know, but 10 seconds invulnerability is not too OP, really. But then people worked out you can actually put him on defense. And once you do that, your defenses are invulnerable for 10 seconds. So what people were doing was putting Skyrain close to the MDS. And so then you've got 2 options, or 3 options. Take out Skyrain, drop your Combiner, or take out the defenses very quickly before you kill Skyrain. Because if you try and kill Skyrain first and then kill the MDS, it ain't gonna happen. So it's trying to force you into to do something you don't want to do. Forcing you into dropping your Combiner, forcing you into taking the MDS out earlier, maybe using too many points, just making you change your playstyle. And it worked very well. It's cost me quite a few points in wars, and hence why I've done it as well. But yeah, Skyrain on defense was crazy good. Now, you could say it was OP. You could say that. But then you could also say that Computron is OP as well. Because it can hack a whole team and take a whole team out. But you do need these things in a game. You do need things that need to be countered. Now, I've said that I think there's too much focus on the healing cluster, MDS, shield gen. I've always said that. Do I think Computron's too much focus? No, I don't. Do I think that Twin Twist or Quellagon is too much focus? No, I don't. But the problem is that there's that much focus on that healing cluster that you've also got to focus on that, you've also got to focus on that. It should all be equal, really, but I'm fine with a good combiner being as an outpost. You do need some things that are a bit OP that people are going to gravitate towards. And it's good in a way that people, not everyone is doing Computron. It got a bit boring that everyone was just nailing Computron. It got easy to counter. So it was something different and it worked. But Space Ape deemed that invulnerability for 10 seconds was too much. So what they chose to do, they reduced it to 80% rather than invulnerability. So on attack, your bots take 80% less damage. On defense, your defenses will take 80% less damage. So if your jet does 10k damage, it will only do 2k to a target. So I said to Dale, I said, what's the point in this? I don't think it was crazy overpowered. Doing 10 seconds of vulnerability. It was mentioned in a stream that happened. So it is part of it. It's not a bug. And you reduce down to 80%. That's not going to change much. So the 80% hasn't changed much in terms of doing damage. It still stops you from taking key structures out. It's still going to be really difficult to even take out a build bot. With 80% less damage, no one's taking that build bot out. So what's the 80% done for the game? It's not done anything really. It's not changed anything. So I understand people are losing their minds over this, but it's not changed much. But the big point is two things. One, perception. It is a nerf. Even though it's not a big nerf, it is a nerf. But why? If it's not going to make any difference, if it's not changed anything, then why give people the perception that as soon as we get something powerful in the game, it gets nerfed? And it's not even a nerf to make it actually less viable. So I don't understand. But a very good point, which someone's mentioned in the chat actually as well, was if they've got the time to pick things that are quite OP in the game and nerf them and reduce them, then why have they not got the time to improve some things that definitely need a buff? They've been saying for 3 years that nose cone is the worst bot in the game. It's been a bit of a running joke and needs a buff. And they've always said they haven't got the time and they've never got round to it. But yet they can nerf Skyrain in a matter of days. If they choose to. And I think that's the more infuriating thing. It's not just the nerf itself, because it's not a big nerf. It's not going to change anything. It's the perception of it and the fact that they can do these things. They just choose not to and choose to ignore it. And I think that's what's killing the community. Is that every time we get something good, it gets nerfed. But the minute we ask for something buffed, it never happens. When was the last time something got buffed? I'm struggling. I'm really struggling to think. We've had new content out. We've had new cores, which cost us money. We've had new combats, which costs us money. But when have they looked at something and gone, listen guys, we know this is not really right. We're going to improve it. I think they did a few cost reductions a while back. I think that's the nearest we've got. But when you have got the likes of Power Glide, when you have got the likes of Hound Vamp, and you've got the likes of Nose Cone or Drill Horn, I need to try and remember the cons. You know, these bots have waited for a long time for a buff, and it's sort of everyone can agree that these bots are not used by anyone for that reason. Then let's give them a buff as well. I talked about balance changes a while back, and I think it'd be good for the game rather than keep having these nerfs. But balance changes goes both ways. You would get nerfs, but you'd also get buffs. So if they said to us, listen, we think Skyrain at 100% invulnerability is a bit too much, so we're going to reduce it down a little. But what we are going to do is, we're going to buff Victorion. We're going to give her a 20% buff, a 10% range increase, and something else. Then I'd be a bit more understanding. I'd be like, right, okay, you deemed that a bit too powerful, and you deemed her not powerful enough. Tie them both in together. Don't make it a huge negative. Tie it in with a positive. I think they'll find that people are a lot more receptive. And I think that when they make the decisions, they're not looking at it as a community decision. As in, what it creates perception-wise. They need someone. They need some PR. They need some PR training, I think. Honestly. Because as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, well, I know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to be kicking off. Everyone's like, I've had enough of this. I've invested this combined. I want a refund. And that happened exactly. But you know what? It's not made much difference. It really hasn't, honestly. So I don't see what the point of doing it is. I really don't understand. I wish someone could tell me the difference. obviously I know that what the difference is between invulnerability and 80% reduction, but I don't know what's achieved. I don't know what's achieved at all. I'm lost. But we'll see what Space Apes have to say about it, and hopefully take the advice on board. And hopefully we can see some buffs, some old combiners and some old bots that are well overdue. Hopefully. Granted, they still need a way to change combiners and defense even when charged. Well, yeah. Because 80% makes sense versus 100% as a design principle. I don't understand why though. 80% reduction, you're not killing anything. 100%, you're not killing anything. So I don't see what the point is. Sky Knight, Blur. Blur didn't get a buff. Nose Cone got buffed when? Nose Cone? Really? Dojack, a useless solution to a non-existent problem. I think that's actually true. Yeah, it wasn't a problem. It was good. And, yeah. Penlanka, it's ironic when Skyrain becomes a problem for the apes in war. Something's done about it. Yet they say everything is okay for players in higher wars. Well, yeah, true. True. Silverbots, that's what I said. Someone kept losing to him and his invulnerability, so they changed it. Yeah, I think so. Probably, yeah. Probably. Chris Hammond, Devastator needs another buff for real. Yeah, I think a few combiners. I think Victoria needs a buff. AK Menasor. I think that Superior and Devastator need another buff. I think Up Max. And what's the conversion? And what's it called? Bruticus need a buff. And I even think that Predaking and Volcanicus need a bit of buff as well. I think they all do. Skynet, I've done a video on how low blurred health was they buffed him before release. That's not a buff. If they buff him before release, it's still in testing. So I sort of do these videos before it comes out, and I give my opinion. But so do the other play testers. So it's not like I've sort of said I think he needs more health. You know, there's a few of us. You know, people sometimes think that because I've done a video on it, the apes listen to my video. The apes don't watch my videos. Only Dale does. Dale's the only ape that watch my video, and he might pass some things on to Yanis sometimes, saying, "Yanis, I think you should check this out." You know. But that's it. Generally, only Dale watches my streams and videos. So, you know, I just sort of go into playtest, and I think that most of the time, I agree with most playtesters. Not every time, not everyone's going to agree. But most of the time, we sort of agree on most things. And so when I say these things, it's not like I've copied someone else's opinion or anything. I have the same opinion. You know, if you have the same sort of thought about the game and how it should be, then you're going to come to the same conclusion, aren't you? So if you're going to use Blur to sack, then you need him to survive. Well, yeah, so what are you going to do? Are you going to give him a shield, or is it just his health that needs an increase? So that's what I deemed. I thought he needed a health increase, and that's what happened. But it's not that I've caused that. It's just that it just so happens that the playtester's views on the whole was the same as mine, and that's why it happened. So yeah. My opponent, they used to watch the videos when you did them on Wednesday, proved it with the bot buff. Well, yeah. I'm the only one here who actively uses nose cone, Jason Rowley's put. I don't think it's that bad, you know. I think, honestly, I think it's got his uses. I really do. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So, let's have a look at this new green creme. And there we are. It's actually got the right emblem now. So green Kremzeek. So let's just put something up there quick. Test server disclaimer. So yes, it is test server disclaimer. So the green Kremzeek deals 47 acid damage per second. So not a lot of damage at all. 47 damage per second. You're like, well, that's nothing. 15 seconds. Destroy the target to move the Kremzeek up to 4 times. So let's give it a whirl. So we've got the shield gen there, and then we've obviously got Alchemist there. Where's my Cronus? We'll put my Cronus in. Why is my Cronus not there? Where's my Cronus? Oh, it's down here, that's why. Let's put it up there. Let's put it out there as well. Cool. There we go. In fact, let's move this out of the way. For the sake of testing, don't want to get our bots hacked and then causing issues. Cool. That'll do. There we go. Okay, so we've got plenty of healing here. We've got Micronos. We've got Alchemist. Doing plenty of healing. So let's see if we can take that out. Grindstone, got to make the watermark more transparent. No, that is the idea of it, I think. Do I need to get it more transparent? I can do that if needs be, but it'll take me a couple of minutes, so maybe for next time. But yeah. Yeah, I agree, maybe a bit thinking next time, but yes. Can't see the content very well, so let me just do something dead quick. I can change this dead quick. Give me a minute. Is that any better? No. It is better. It was supposed to be better, but let me try again. There we go. Live streaming. Give me a sec, guys. Apologies. OBS. There we go. Is that a bit better? Cool. It's supposed to be a watermark, not a milk stain. Alright, fair point. Fair play. Grandson, please stand by. You can't see what I'm dancing. Apologies. There we go. Test server disclaimer. Okay, let's put some jets in here, shall we? So let's put Jetfire in there. I don't think we can take out the shield gen, but hey, we'll have a go. I'm trying to think of a bot that can take out the shield gen, but we'll take out the shield gen with SG Jetfire and then. Yeah. We can try it without, can't we? Oh, I can just move the shield gen. Candyman, how's it going? Fellow compadre, good to see you, buddy. So let's take the shield gen over there. There you go, shield gen over there. Hopefully my base is not in war. Let's just move these a bit closer. Whoop, nope, wait. Read that there like that. Read that there like that. Okay. So, what health we got in here? 9480, 10920. So 9480. Let's try and take out that cannon with Jetfire. Without the Kremzeek. Did I put Jetfire in? Don't think it did. Doi. No, I don't. What a donkey. Hold on, Mr. Wozza, man. Why is it? When I read that, I thought of Shabba Ranks, Mr. Loverman. Anyone remember that? Mr. Loverman, Shabba. Where that came from. But let me know in the chat. Remember that song? It's a good song actually. Mr. Wasserman, Shabba. Candyman, when the acid Kremzeeks drop in, we're just finishing off testing. I think it's pretty much finished actually, so I think it's sometime, probably a week or so. So let's have a look at Jetfire as it is normally. So let's try and take out the cannon. On normal mode, yeah, it takes that out fine. Try and take out the shock tower. Can't take it out because of the healing. Let's try and take out something close by with the healing. Yeah. So shock tower ain't happening. So let's try it again. Sergio, that was a reference. It's a good reference then. So we'll try and do the nope, don't do that. We'll try and do the shock tower first, and hopefully the Kremzeek will jump.
One shall stand, one.
If he can take it out. Don't think Jetfire can take it out actually, but hey. Let's give it a whirl. There we go. There's Jetfire. Taking that out. It jumps to the cannon. There we go. You can see the Kremzeek there. It's doing a bit more damage than it should, I think, at the minute. But you can see. Jumped again. Can we get in range of it? And we got the MDS as well. Boom, there we go. Nice acid Kremzeek. Very, very cool. So it works same as Slingshot, works same as Skids. Just takes out that key structure. Cuts the healing out. So I have complained a lot about the healing cluster and how much focus on it. So I'm super pleased that they're bringing something to the game. And I have said to Dale that if you are going to bring something like this to the game, we do need some sort of Kremzeek event. So I am hoping over the next few weeks they're going to do an event around Kremzeeks. And I know that initially people were like, oh my god, a Kremzeek event. But it'd be a very, very good way, guys, of getting these acid Kremzeeks. And if you are struggling against the healing clusters, then I would advise you to definitely give it a go. Do well in the event and hopefully get a decent amount of green Kremzeeks, hopefully. So I'm trying to just make it a bit more difficult for Jetfire. So I'm trying to think of a bot that can. Oh, could use Sea Spray, a bit of AoE. Yeah, some people in the chat saying, glad I took your advice, Wozza, and kept all my Kremzeek canisters. Yep, that's how we roll. That's how we roll. So let's go hard battle. Let's do this.
All are one.
Matt Bowley was as a fighter, not a lover. Okay. So, watching Sea Spray. Here we go like this. So, damage there. And that damage will be healed. There you go, you see that? Let's use the Kremzeek now. Let's try it again now. Kremzeek, done the damage. Can we get it? Ooh, healing. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. Probably do a better angle than that, actually. Hey, Joker. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Let's do some more and more tests with this. So don't forget, we are doing hard mode as well. Keep that in mind. Hard mode Prime League. Okay, cool. We got that. Yep, cool. Put it there instead, so we could hopefully take it out faster. Cannon. Cannon. Kremzeek's going to jump now. Kremzeek's jumped to the turret. We didn't really want it there. So that's the only thing that I did say to Dale that I was a bit disappointed with. So you place the Kremzeek down. You take out that structure, it will jump to the nearest structure. But when we got this 4 cluster of defenses after the shields are taken out, it can go that way, it can go that way. It could hit the building that has got my Cronus on. It could hit the one that's got not my Cronus on, with no healing whatsoever. And basically the Kremzeek is doing nothing. So I did say to Dale, personally, I would make this Kremzeek a bit different. I would like the Kremzeek to be on one target, and when you destroy it, it sort of drop acid in an area. That's the way I sort of would like it. But I kind of get that the Kremzeek, as it is, it jumps to one target. So I like the Kremzeek. I think it's got some good use against one defense. After that, you might be taking a bit of a chance. It's sort of 50-50 on where it's going to work, I think. And I don't like that in Wars. I'm not a big fan of chance. I like to plan my attacks. You've probably seen that when I do my attacks in Wars, I plan it meticulously. Doesn't mean everything's got to plan, but I kind of have a backup plan. So I got, listen, I want to do this. So in this instance here, I would say, listen, I want to drop Jetfire, drop the Kremzeek, take out the cannon. The Kremzeek jumps to the shock tower, take that with Jetfire. And maybe another bot as well, maybe smoke screen, and that means it's down, it's gone. But if you plan that and you put Jetfire down, and all of a sudden it jumps on the cannon to the turret, then your plan's sort of gone. Your plan's really knackered there. You're using excess points, and that's when plans go wrong. So, is the Kremzeek a perfect addition to the game? No, I think there could have been some better solutions to help with the healing cluster. Will everyone have enough of them? Well, if you're using a couple per war, and you have 3 tracked wars a week, you're going to need 6 a week. It's going to get quite costly. You're going to need a lot of them. So although it's a short-term answer, although it's not the best answer, it's a help in the game. I appreciate it, but I still don't think it's the answer. I still think we need a answer to this healing cluster in the game. We'll go from there. I'll still talk to Dale and tell him my opinions on this. He might even just see the stream and hit me up. I don't know. We'll leave it till tomorrow. But yeah, I like the Kremzeek. It's a good addition. I like that they've thought about it and put some thought into it to make it happen. And I appreciate Dale for doing that. But I don't think it's going to solve the issue. It's a help, but not a solution. So yeah, look forward to it though. It's going to be pretty cool. Save your Kremzeek canisters if you've got any. If you haven't, look out for the Kremzeek event. I imagine is coming, and hopefully we can get plenty of these acid Kremzeek to help us in wars. Hopefully. Stanley Michael Teng, morning. How's it going? Chris Harmon likes it. Yeah, I like it. Don't get me wrong. But I can imagine if you dropped it, and even if it went to the 2 nearest targets, I kind of understand that. I think that would work better. I just don't like the fact that because it's because it's a symmetrical cluster, once you take one out, it's going to go either way, and there's no telling which one. Grind time. Oh, they could just sell the Kremzeeks in the shop. Yeah, but they won't. Make them available, Shanix. I've only got 70k Shanix, so yeah. Put this back again in case I get attacked in wars. There we go. There we go. Is that right? No, that's right, yeah. That's right. I want to put thingy on there as well when I go. Cool. Okay. Let's take a look at the new combiners. So we're going to take a look at Ruination first. And then we're going to also take a look at God Neptune. Because Wozza's clever and has 2 accounts for this reason. I did this when Computron came out. I was trying to show Lyle Kaiser. And I couldn't show him because of the bot. I was like, this is ridiculous. So literally asked Dale for an account. Had to level it from level 1 to level HQ 17 at the time. And now we're paying the dividends. But yeah, let's have a look at the new combiners. So although we got test server disclaimer, I think we need to actually increase that, you know, because I need to make sure, I've been talking to Dale, I need to make sure that everyone knows that this image is off the test server. 100,000,000% sure. So let's make sure. Make it somewhere in the middle. Let's try it again with this one. Has that changed? There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Let's have a look at the new combiners. So here we are. We have Ruinations. Let's have a look at him. So you can see there we've got Whirl, we've got Topspin there, we've got Twin Twist, we've got Roadbuster, and we have got I forgot his name now, but yeah, that guy, Impactor. So Freeze Match yesterday did say that he didn't really like the look of Ruination. And Ruination's alright, but God Neptune does look decent. It does look impressive. So out of the 2, I think God Neptune looks the coolest, without a doubt. And that's what we say a lot in this channel, you know, what looks cool. You know, sometimes not what is, you know, good for the game is not what's cool, but sometimes vice versa, something can be cool. Doesn't matter. Like Titans. Titans are cool. Not very good for the game, don't really work, but they are cool. And if we're judging these combiners on coolness factor, then Ruination, I'm not too convinced. Looks wise, aesthetics wise. But still, regardless, we've got a new combiner in the game. Cool. Looking at the abilities as well. So, again, test server disclaimer, these are not finalized. So these health numbers, the damage numbers, the ability numbers, they're still in testing, guys. I'm just giving you guys an idea on what you can expect. But again, they are still in testing. I've still got easier a week or 2, I think it is left. So still lots to go through. Can't really show them in battle per se, but we go through the abilities. So God Sting. So charge forward, dealing around 4,000 damage to the final target. So a bit like Magna Boss, but only to one target, not in an area. And 3,255 damage to targets on the way. So leaving a trail behind them of similar damage. Stunning them for 10 seconds. So with it being stunned, it will be negated by the lightning rod build bots, which would do it, make it do less damage. Tidal wave, which is another damage we'll look at in a minute. Tidal wave affected targets hit by this will have their TD effect extended. I think it means TW. So how I understand it is, if you hit it with tidal wave, then you hit it with this, the 10 seconds extends the original damage, I think it is. Again, still going to do a bit more testing in terms of the combo. We're testing it, but the numbers are off the charts it was doing. It was just one-shotting everything in the base, so it wasn't working as intended. It was stupid. You're just soloing HQ 18, basically. So we need to look at it again, so that's why I don't want to show it in battle, to give you guys a false hope of what it could do. So, still in testing. But Tidal Wave. Unleash a large wave that deals 4,000 damage to targets and reducing their attack and defense by 50% for 10 seconds. So it makes it easier to kill targets. Stun targets hit by this will have their EMP effect extended. So if you put a stun down, then you put this bot combat down, it will extend it 50% damage reduction for the actual bot, while it is the ability is active for 10 seconds, so it takes less damage. Then the 4-star ability, send a shockwave that deals 7,440 damage to targets in a line. TD affected. What's this TD affected? I mean Titan Wave. TD affected or stuns enemies hit by this will release explosions that spread their effects. So it's all about comboing the different abilities. And like I said, one of the combos was sort of off the chart, so we had to sort of like cut it back. That's why I can't show it today. But you can see how, you know, stun, coupling it with stun, and we've said for a while that we think that stun is going to be the next big thing in the game. The next big meta with maybe with ice mixing it, something like that. And this just reinforces it, that they are looking at different ways to incorporate the acid and fire and other things as well. So I'm hoping that's the case. Because these are sort of water and stun together. Maybe it's water and stun. They are looking into whether water would be an element like stun and like fire and like acid. But we'll have to wait and see. There was a few disparities between bots and Decepticons, so we're not too sure. But, yeah, very cool. I like the fact that we can combo the abilities together. And it did well clearing some decent areas. A lot of feedback we're given already was it needed more range, needed more damage. They gave us that, but like I said, it was quite bugged, so I don't want to show it in stream. But I promise by next week we can show the abilities. So you want to see the abilities, tune in next week, hit that subscribe button, don't miss the stream next week, and we can go through the actual abilities next week. So a few comments. Wait a minute, Runeage can use a sword? Well, apparently so. Yeah. Volcanicus, I like the Twin Twist transformation. Oh, show it again then. Very similar to, it reminds me of Victorian a bit, I think. That's what does it. Action well, now people will care more about a 5-star Whirl and Sea Phantom instead of 5-star Slug and Rampage. The problem with this is, just because people vote for a 5-star Whirl does not mean we'll get a 5-star Combiner. People need to get that out of their minds. It's not like they vote for a 5-star Combiner and Apes are going to go, well, now we've got to do 5-star Combiners. Because they haven't got the 5-star Combiners will take them probably 6 months to develop. Maybe longer. So if we vote on the next vote for a 5-star Whirl and Sea Phantom and it becomes a 5-star, well then that's just going to sit there for 6 months regardless. And that might not even be the first one they do. So it's not going to change anything. It's not going to make them push them for 5-star Combiners. It's not. And they've even said that they might not even do it, so you need all the bots. So then it's a waste as well. Don't waste your vote, guys, voting for 5-star Combiner pieces, honestly. It is a waste. Take a my tool. What would water do? Well, you can see there that water does damage. You can see there it's water. But mixed with stun might do, so stun does 20% more damage, so say. Well, it's 50 there, isn't it? So. Yeah. I'll try and set things on fire and put them out. No, I don't think it worked like that. It just gives you a 20% boost when you use maybe water and electric together. That's all. Matt Paul, I think this will be the first combiner to release where I've had all the 4-star bots ready and waiting. Is that due to endurance events? I hope so. That's good. Seems like they may be trying to improve the value of Max or Scorpion with EMP stun stacking with this combiner. True, true. Maybe. Maybe. Good point. Maybe. So let's have a look at God Neptune as well, and then look at his abilities. So I just need to change the thing actually to my other account. There we go. Do you not think when you do the loading screen for the Decepticon account, you should have the Decepticon logo? I think that's a fair point, isn't it? Okay. And there we go. And there we are. God Neptune looking very, very cool. I think as Jay said, it looks like an ape. It looks like ape face. It does a bit. It does look like an ape. A little Skylar sort of like. Skylar just sort of waddles off like that. Watch. It's that mouthpiece. Looks very like ape-like. Does look very cool though compared to Ruination. So obviously that's a 3-star. You can sort of compare stats if you wanted to between that and the 4-star. But yes. And then God Sting, so same ability there, obviously less damage as a 3-star. And then you've got Tidal Wave there. So let's rank him up. Transformation is good though. I do like this as well. I'm going to do this for the 4-star version. That is really cool, isn't it? I'm going to take a picture of that actually. When he's fully transformed, because that is really cool. Cool. Very good. Candyman, the water themed attack makes sense with God Neptune, but seemed weird for Ruination. I do agree. I think they put more effort into God Neptune for once, which I kind of get that. Normally cons get the raw deal, really. Bots get whatever combiner, and they just match something to match the cons. And I've said for a while that they need to focus on cons a bit more, so I'm kind of glad they have. You know, it's about time that the cons got a few cooler things more focused towards cons. So I'm fine getting Ruination the way it is. It comes swings and roundabouts. Grand time. I think I have all the 4-star bosses combiner. You mean the Decepticon ones? Wouldn't surprise me. Doja, I hope they release Piranacon skin cores. Yeah, well, they have sort of like suggested they're gonna be doing G2 skin cores for not Compitron, for Superion and Devastator. So you never know. A lot of bots getting G2 cores. Have you not noticed it? But yeah, cool. So let me know what you think in the chat. So that's a level 20 4-star God Neptune. Obviously, the bot version was level 25, and you can sort of compare. So comparing it currently, 81k. Let's max him out. So yeah, let's max him out. Set it. Let's max him out. I'm going to compare them then, can't we, in terms of health and damage and everything else. Like I said, I think the health and the DPS might stay the same, but the ability I think will probably change. I think one might get stronger, one might get weaker maybe, and sort of a few bugs out. We are sort of pushing for an after-death ability of some kind, like Computron, Maokaiser, like even like Magnaboss, where it stayed behind afterwards. But I think more like, if I'm honest with you, like Skyrain, where the ability lasts afterwards, after death, literally after death. So hopefully. But you see there, so 94k health, 940 damage. So to compare, yeah, you're talking around the same as Tripredicus in terms of bit less damage, tiny bit more health. But it's a bit different than Tripredicus, but looking good right now, if I'm honest with you. I was quite impressed with him. But it was bugged as well, so of course I was going to be impressed because it took half the base out. Well, pretty much all the base. But even before that, when he wasn't quite up to par, it was still okay. But the process is going well in playtest. Jesse's doing a really good job. I like Jesse a lot. I think Jesse's doing really good. I like that he's approachable. He does listen to things. Doesn't always, you don't always get what you want, but he does listen, you know, and does go, okay, I'm gonna make some changes based on your feedback. I think he trusts the testers. I think that's really good. I think the testers have said quite a few times that, you know, we will say, listen, this is not good enough, and the apes will go, well, we think it is, and then it comes out and it's awful. Whereas, you know, most the last couple of bots have been good. Jesse, we've always get a bit of feedback on this combiner. He's making positive changes. He's buffing it rather than, you know, nerfing it. And he's engaging in conversation as well with us. We were talking about his bug today, and it's like, you know, why has this been caused? So I think Jesse is brilliant right now. I hope he, you know, keeps at it. We've seen a few people come and go in the last, obviously, year or so in the game, but I think Jesse's absolutely brilliant at the minute. And long may it continue. Yeah. Grind time. After death, a flood washes through the map, doing damage to everything. Jesus. Is it sad that God, Neptune, and Devastator are the only concubines with a matching colour scheme? What do you mean, matching colour scheme? What do you mean? Well, that's a matching colour scheme. That's a matching colour scheme, I think. That's what you mean. I don't even mean by matching colour scheme. I don't know. Cool. Well, let me know in the chat what do you think. You look forward to this guy? Look forward to leveling him? Gonna need a lot of spark. Start saving your spark now, guys. Don't wait. This event this weekend, you're getting 250k spark. Don't level any other combiners. Save it for this one. You're gonna need it to get him up there. I presume the Ape's gonna do a lot of events around combiner spark. So yeah, don't forget all these combiner crystals that we're getting as well. Will get you combiner spark as well. So save them for the new combiners coming soon. You're gonna need it. Yeah, very, very cool. Like I said, I am looking forward to them. And like I said, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to show them all bugged. No point in showing that. But next week, I promise you next week, guys, we will show them in stream. By that point, they'll have ironed all the bugs out for sure. And we can definitely show them. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's talk about the 5-star vote. So, we haven't got the 5-star batch in yet, but we can talk about who is coming to the game. So, Spinister, aka Rotorstorm, won the vote. They beat Inferno and Rodimus Unicronus to the post. A lot of people were quite surprised, but I will say this about Spinister and Rotorstorm, is that they don't have ability 11, they don't have any kind of G1 core, and they're still a very good bot out of the bag. So I'm looking forward to him, actually. I've always said that I like bots that do a lot of damage. I'd like to get this spam team working. I've tried a few different ways. But you got to think that 20 seconds I think is enough. I don't think that will change. I think we'll get obviously more damage for rockets per second. I'm hoping you'll get more of a bonus to a maximum different bonus there. So I think that this will be increased to this much, 40% bonus damage maybe, to like, I don't know, 500% bonus damage, something like that. Which you very rarely reach this level anyway. But in terms of like Zen farming, very, very good bot. Was yet to be seen, but I found a couple of uses for him, which I want to do more testing first before I start showing it in stream and like that. And I want to test with a 5-star. Honestly, I don't want to do the 4-star and go, look at what I did with the 4-star. You'll get a bit more with the 5-star. I actually want to see the 5-star and test it. I want to know if he's getting ability 11 and a G1 core. I'm not too sure he will, but I'll push Jesse for that. So, you know, can we do that? But we'll have to wait and see. So obviously Spinner Star and Rotorstorm are definitely in the batch. And then next up in the batch for sure, we have got Roadbuster and Half Shell. So they are the next 5-stars that were in the endurance event that came out after Topspin and Twin Twist. So Half Shell is the next bot to go in. So we'll definitely see Half Shell and Roadbuster. So the big question is, will we see any more endurance bots? Will we see Brawn and Full Tilt? And I think because we saw 2 in the last batch, and Space 8 realised that, they brought up quite a lot of 5-star batches this year already. I think it's going to slow down a bit. I think the next 5-star batch will be maybe tail end of the year, maybe November, December. So we've got a good 4 or 5 months. So I think that they will put Brawn and Full Tilt in. I think they will. So we'll have Rotorstorm and Spinister because they won the vote. We'll have Robuster and Half Shell. And I think we'll have Brawn and Full Tilt as well. So we'll have 2 endurance bots. I think we'll kind of see this from now until whenever. We'll see like 2 endurance bots. But they have sort of made their bed in terms of that means that every 2 sagas they need a 5-star batch. So that means every 16 weeks will we get a 5-star batch? I don't know. Maybe it might be rather than 16 weeks, maybe 24 weeks, which sounds a bit more realistic, and we'll just get 2 in the 24 weeks. But yeah, so I do think we'll see Brawn and Full Tilt. And then in the voting, Inferno and Rodimus Unicronos came a very, very close second. Now, when we had this between Hound and Blur, the Apes put both in the batch, so to not disappoint people, they thought, you know what, we'll give them both. And I think they'll do the same again because it was so close. I think we'll also get Inferno and Rodimus Unicronos in there, as well as Brawn and Full Tilt, as well as Robust and Half Shell, and as well as the winner of the vote, Rotorstorm and Spinister. It sort of pleases both parties then. You know, no one's sour about getting Spinister when they voted for Inferno or Rodimus Unicronos, or getting Rotorstorm, or getting Inferno or Rodimus Unicronos when they voted for Rotorstorm or Spinister. So it pleases both parties. So we've got 2 endurance bots, we've got 2 bots from the vote. So it only leaves 1 more bot. And you've got to look at the classes. And it doesn't always make a difference in the classes. But it generally does. So can you get the classes up on this one? Bot ones. So generally in batches, you'll see a sort of mix between warriors, special bots, healers, special bots, gunners. But obviously a lot of special bots in the game, but we are running out fast because a lot of the special bots are in the classes. So currently, with the guesses that I've got, we've got 1 gunner in Rotorstorm and Spinister. We've got 2 special bots in Roadbuster and Half Shell, Brawn and Full Tilt. And we've got a warrior in Inferno and Rodimus Unicronos. So, because we've got 2 special bots that, yeah, I just think we need something that's a bit more damage, if anything. And I think that we've got all the healers in the game now. We had a healer in our last one. And what we haven't seen for a while is a triple changer. Now, every so often we do see a triple changer in the batch. We had Springer, we had Sandstorm, then a couple of batches later we had Skylinks. So I think we're due a triple changer. Now, I don't think they'll put Broadface. I don't think they'll put Broadside and 8 Face in this batch because it's in the voting. I think they'll save that for another batch because they know it's popular. I don't think that any other of the triple changes other than the one I think they'll put in is relevant enough. I just don't see it. Snapdragon's not that good. So I think we'll hopefully see Doubledealer. I've said it quite a few times now, we should see Doubledealer. And I think that with the acid as well, it's about time. Now, I did say this in the last batch, that they'll bring some acid bots in because of the meta. And they didn't really bring it in. We saw Slingshot, but I thought we'd go full acid. I really did. And we didn't really see it. So I think we need at least one acid bot in there to help with this meta. I think regardless. So I'm thinking triple changes, and if I'm thinking acid, I'm thinking Doubledealer. And I think that will seal the batch. So that'll be Rotorstorm and Spinister, Inferno and Rodimus Unicronus, Roadbuster and Half Shell, Brawn and Full Tilt, and Doubledealer, aka Doubledealer. I think that's what we'll see in the batch. So let me know in the chat if that is the batch. What do you guys think? Would you go for that batch? Considering Rotorstorm and Spinister and Inferno and Rodimus Unicronus are pretty much ready to go as 5 stars, and Half Shell, Roadbuster, Prawn and Full Tilt are already 5 stars, it's just that Doubledealer. But it's a good chance to give him a bit of a buff. He's had a cost reduction, so he's a lot more relevant, but he's not quite there yet. But another acid bot, I'll look forward to it. And I think if anything, the 2 bots sort of letting it down are actually endurance bots, which is worrying. Because I think Rotorstorm and Inferno and Doubledealer, I think they'll be the decent ones of this batch. But let me know in the comments, let me know in the chat. What do you think of this batch? Good batch? Would you pull from it? And which bots would you go for if you're pulling for this batch? Let me know. So, Candyman 5-star Power Glide, Stroke Cyclonus. I can't see it. I can't see it. I don't think they're going to pick any. They've got a lot of content coming out lately, I think, soon. So I don't think they'll do too many bots that need too many buffs. I think that's an easy one to put Rotorstorm and Inferno, Robuster, Brawn. It's, AKA, I'll go for Spinister, Rodimus Unicronus, Half Shell, Full Tilt. I think it's easy to put them in and just focus on one more. Wrath Course 76 or bots like Trax. I did consider Cup and Trax, but I don't think we will see a 5-star Cup or Trax this time round. I think we will eventually. They have said that they will. They're not, dead against it. But I don't think we will this time round. I just think that with, Robuster and Half Shell, Brawn and Full Tilt being special bots, I don't think we'll see Cup in there. But then again, I'm going to do a video on that again. Is Cup still relevant for leveling? Another video coming soon with that anyway. Candyman, wouldn't mind the Skywarp. Skywarp, aka Skydive, I believe. So, yeah, Acid as well. So that'll be a good one. Yeah, maybe. Wrath Course put Rotorstorm's ability one of my favourites. Yeah, me too. I do like him. Yeah, good with laser up. Yep. Wrath Course, 5-star Inferno would be a good asset for me since I don't have the 4-star one. The big question is, though, would he get just a time increase rather than a damage increase, which I think he might, which is not that great. Silbot 94, Suntius because of his combat is my guess. Maybe. Maybe, that's a good guess, actually. I didn't think of that. Yeah. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? 5-star Sentius and 5-star Spinister with a 5-star Laser Optimus. Interesting. Air class. Maybe. We haven't got an air class in there, so maybe. Jason Rowley reckons Broadside and 8 Face. I don't think we will. I just don't think so. Because he was in the vote. That's why I don't think so. Just empties, but Double dealer, yes, I think so. I think we'll see double dealer. Because I reckon Snapdragon. A couple people saying Snapdragon, yeah. Rafcore says he would chase Inferno. Would be an interesting batch. Candyman, I'll get everything for the new batch regardless. Yeah, well, I've got 25k shards thereabouts, and I've already got Brawn, so I've got enough for it all. But I don't want Robust and Half Shell. I won't really want Inferno Red Machine Chronos. I don't really want them. I'd like Roadstorm, and then maybe the other one, whatever that is. Soundwave Hiss, Chris Harmon. No, God no. My only issue with putting Inferno in there, I think they will, but I think we've had too many bots that increase damage by 40%, you know, with the new endurance bots. I just think it's a bit of a waste. But then again, if they don't put him in and it doesn't go in the next vote, then... Ooh, anyway. Will that mean we'll have 2 in that batch then? So if I have an endurance bot and a 5-star batch on back-to-back, which you got 2 different ways of getting it, I suppose, will we see it in the next batch where we'll have one of those bots in it with him and you got 2 the same pretty much, so it's not ideal. Runnerman Hole announced the new 5-star batch already, Wozza. I wish I even knew myself. I did honestly, but we have no idea. Candyman, I still got my anniversary 5-star in the Space Bridge. So those that don't know, if you've got all the 5 stars and you get the anniversary crystal, you get 5k shards, I think it is. So yeah. Inferno could use a G1 core. I wonder what it would be like. I imagine it's some sort of protection for him. I don't think they give him a G1 core to boost his damage. I can't imagine. So. Razul has put, do you think other DJD members will be added to the game? Possibly. I think so. I think they were struggling for con characters at one time. And people were like, really? There's loads of con characters if you actually look into it. And so, yeah, Tarn was one of them. I even said that Tarn's a pretty cool character. And then we saw Tarn, so yeah. Never say never, especially the cons. The cons have got a lot of different Transformers continuous. I can't say the word, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, it's got different Transformers sort of series they can go off. But the Autobots have still got quite a few G1 characters they haven't even got in there. So I imagine we'll get more G1 characters, more classic characters. The cons will get a bit more, you know, unusual characters, but characters like from the DJD and things that are a bit, you know, a bit deeper into the lore. I think some of the cons, but some special ones I think as well, some special characters. They'll delve deeper into the lore and get some really, like Tarn, you know, a really good bot. When you dip into the lore, you know, if we talk about DJD characters, I'd be saying Tarn. That's the one I'd ask for. So I kind of get that's the obvious choice. So that's good. And the bot's got a G1 character as always. So I think that's the way we'll go. Penny Lancaster, Beachcomber ability, Golden Lagoon, and rushes in. I think he'll be a scout. I think if we get Beachcomber, he'll be a scout. Just because of his size in terms of the toys. So I don't think he'll rush in like Pipes. Because he'll just die. But yeah, a Golden Lagoon would be pretty good, wouldn't it? A Golden Lagoon core for a while. That'd be cool. Would Doubledealer really have enough health to make a war team? But that's what balancing happens. That's why playtest balancing happens. Never say never. Just remember when we got the batch with Blades in it and Laser Optimus and Smokescreen, they were awful. They were awful bots, and everyone was saying, all I want from this batch is Jetfire. Even Rhinox. I think everyone was saying, I'll have Jetfire, Rhinox at a push, I don't want anyone else. And we buffed the hell out of that batch. And it was the best batch probably has been in the game. Definitely up there as one of the best. So, I think you'll find a lot of players have cleared that batch. So, just keep that in mind that, you know, they can be buffed, they can be changed and improved. They're not set out, but then we have had some instances. But then Jesse's a lot more open to changes, so I like that. I just hope Jesse doesn't turn around one day and then go, nope, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I imagine Braun as a warrior with scout animations, since Braun's supposed to be tough. Yeah, he is, but I think it's the size again. That's why they put him as like a sort of scout. I'm waiting for Sideways in the form of an Armada, or the Armada of Starscream. Yeah, but who knows? They could do more. I think it's just Megatron in it. I mean, Armada Megatron is a standard in it, let's be honest. Chris Harmon, Doubledealer doesn't do that much damage. Are you sure about that? I think you'll find that's not the case. I did a video on Doubledealer a while back. Did you not watch it? I'll have to go on my other account, actually. We'll have a look before we sign off, actually, yeah? Yeah, I can't bother leveling. Let's go on the bot account and then we can... Let's have a look. And just like that. So we've got that cluster there. We've got that healing cluster. Put him in. I can't remember how I coupled him up now. Which one first? One way worked really well. The other way looked awful. So I think Doubledealer's problem is he's got no G1 core and like that. No ability level, no nothing. Red Alert, Pipes and Brainstorm batches #1. Oh, I'm not too sure. I think I need to do an updated version of that as well. The batch is rated, because that's going to change quite a bit, I think. But I don't think that batch is #1. I don't think so, personally. Well, how I stream? Can someone explain why Rank's supposed to be so good? Oh, excuse me, I'm full of a cold. The reason it's so good is that he does damage in an area. He rushes, so he's desirable, so he can do Zen farm and things like that. He slows. He heals. He does so much stuff. He's like a tank. So, very good bot. Very good bot. Don't underestimate Rhinox. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God. Full of it. Have you watched Transformers Combaticons? No, but I will give it a check out on your recommendation. Oh my days. Who even does that? Just empties, but here I am just wanting them to fix Zone 15. They fixed it. They did a fix about 2 weeks ago. It's a lot better. A lot better. I've stopped complaining about it because I'm happy with it. I think it's absolutely amazing now, honestly. Oh, God. Right, okay. Doubledealer. Going in. Whoops. 4-star Doubledealer, don't forget. No core. No nothing.
Wow.
I can't grin that I'm going to get sick from this stream. So. Doubledealer. Nice. He needs a team behind him. It's that shield gem. I'm remembering now. Give me a minute. Take out the shield gen, then it's game on. So I won't use the green Kremzeek. It's not really fair. So use a decent boost. Use a Titan beam in the middle of it.
Deploy.
Try it again. Give me a minute. Playing with nose code and unstoppable. Penny Lancaster, when am I joining Prime Chat? I think you should take a second look. Right, let's try something else a minute. Let's try this. This is what I did last time. I might need a tank to put in front of him or something, but... So last time I took out the shield jet and then dropped him, so... Or did he use the thingy first, actually? I don't know, actually. I give up now. I've forgotten, not gonna lie. And that should just about clear it, I think. I think I might do rocket first. This is actually really annoying me now, because I've done this video already. I'm doing it again, but hey, it's pretty point. See you later, Joe Jack! Right, that's how I go again. Don't think I need SG Jetfire.
Till all are one.
You're not selling me on Doubledealer, I know. I'm not doing him any justice at all. Oh, I give up. You're rubbish. Go and check out the video. I'll literally take out that cluster. With just, I think, Doubledealer and a boost, I think. And not an acid boost either. Just a normal boost. But I give up. Doubledealer would be good. Trust me, guys. That acid, with the damage, it's a very low cost. Yeah. Yeah. It's really bugging me now, though. Hang on, did I have amalgams on him? See, you're trying to get me thinking now. I've done so much, like... I think it was amalgamous. Let's try again. Someone that watched the video, tell me, please. I can't remember.
Why?
Bugging me this now. No, he's not only one bite out. Doesn't take this much. It's took a cluster out, but it doesn't take that much normally. Needs more damage and he definitely needs more health. I definitely agree with that. But I'm gonna keep going on this now. You know what I'm like when I get him in my zone. Was it a white creme? I don't know, I can't remember that, Matt. Let's try white creme. That'll definitely do it, I think, won't it?
Deploy.
Oh my god. It's just terrible. Yeah, it's just... One more. One more. This is the last one. If he doesn't do it this time, I'm admitting defeat. Yeah, but Chris Harmon, you can't say if this guy was a 5-star, would you put him in? Because you never know how it's going to get changed. If you can take out that healing cluster for one bot can take it out for this amount of cost, then yeah. Pretty sure it was acid. 2 of them. And then acid, and that took it out. Yeah, there we go, see? There we go, I knew it worked somehow. Yeah. I want that guy. Yeah. I can't remember what I did again now. Let's do it one more time. Just prove it weren't a fluke. Let's go for this is the highest HP buildings in the game as well. On hard mode. Prime League. Candyman. Woo! No. Doi. So I think you did need a white creme. Unless you take out the shield and have to do a different bot. But yeah. So acid. To stop the healing. So that's 2 ability points. Plus 3. So that's 5. Plus 4. That's 9 ability points. Ah, that was it. What? Ah, I just remembered something. Just remembered something. Just remembered something. You need to let the acid burn a bit longer. Everything's sort of coming back to me now. Did you do the video when HQ 18 was out? Yeah, I think I did, yeah. That's a good point, though. I think I did.
Deploy.
Oh, I'd give up. A 5-star would do it. But for 9 ability points to take out that whole cluster, I think that's brilliant. I'd do that. And Timothy Williams, thank you for becoming a member again. Much appreciated. Watch out for the member videos. Doubledealer will be a good 5-star. Trust me. I'll make it a mission if he does. Cool. Well, that is it for today's stream. Huge thank you to everyone that has tuned in. And like I said, make sure to subscribe, guys, to never miss any more of the greatest, newest content for Transformers Earth Wars. Subscribe, never miss another stream, never miss another video. If you want to catch all my videos, consider being a member. And don't forget, we're trying to hit 7k subs. So don't forget to subscribe. The channel is going bigger and better. Super pleased with how it's going at the minute. Let's get that 7k subs by Christmas, guys. And I might actually do something to celebrate if we do. Maybe. Cool. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. Same again. Tune in next week. We'll check out the new combiners. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.